Make sure your grind and so on is okay. And then we'll go through the time. So when you're on your filter your groove handles, okay, you'll see a line, okay, that's there. That's the same. This is the double shot one, okay. So the line down there. So what I generally do, as a rule, I don't use the pull on that to measure it. I would just fill the coffee just proud of the top of it, and I tamp down to the line. Okay, so that gives you your perfect shot. So that there, okay. As I come, I just make sure it's even. Okay. That's just a straight push down, no serious pressure or anything like that. Okay. Did you receive an aluminium tamper with this?
No.
That's coming into you now as well. Because this tamper.
That's an old one. It's probably
It would have come in the bag with the machine. Okay. There's a line there, and I've just tamped down to that line. Okay. And that gives you a full double shot. Okay. Also, it won't go in if it's too high, and the water's going to pass through it really quickly if it's too low with that line. So there's not enough coffee in it. Okay.
So what is this you're making? Is it a cappuccino or?
I'm just going to make,
yeah.
Make myself a kind of I generally don't like to say kind of cappuccino lattes or whatever. What we would do is everything is worked off with double shot coffee, okay? There's a few changes to make on that variety, okay? It's too fast. So your milk I generally would steam first, and we'll do that again in a second, okay? Now if you can see there, that's the way the milk finished after I steamed it, okay? Now if I pour that now, I'm just going to show you that very quickly. After I steam it, that's the way the milk looks, okay?
How much would you put into it?
So generally you would say here, okay? You fill to here. Even though you really only need this, and I'm going to give you some smaller jugs as well, because if I put in this much milk, it'll go off, that'll go off like a rocket. That'll just burn really quickly. It'll heat too quickly and I won't get any texture into the milk. See, so you take you about 20 seconds then to do it, okay? But that's the way it is. So I generally always do the milk first, steam the milk, leave it off to the side, okay? When I've done that, you've got hot watery milk down here and textured milk here, okay? So I just need to combine these now. So if there's any bubbles, you bang it down, okay? And generally what I'm looking to do, you can see here, you can see the milk kind of changing as it combines, okay? I'm starting to get two peaks in the middle. So that means that when I pour it, it's going to all pour at the same consistency. So there, you see that shininess now? That's happened. So when I pour it now, I know that the hot watery milk isn't just going to come up through it and be left with the textured milk inside, okay? But generally when you're pouring, it's just commit to it, come up over. Okay. So yeah, when you're pouring it, if you pour it too slowly, like I did there, the hot watery milk is just naturally just going to come up. It's just going to have that kind of a milky coffee. If you want that textured milk, this is the nice foam milk on top. So you kind of need to come up and directly, come up and literally come over it. If you know what I mean, and bring it in that way. Okay.
Which button did you press?
That was a double shot. That was a double shot.
This one?
This one here.
Oh, that one.
This one here. So you've got your single, your double.
Yeah.
This is your constant button. Forget about these two buttons here.
Okay.
You do not need them. Okay. So if you've got your Americano drinkers, you can choose to fill this and fill your whole Americano by sending the water down through here. But if you're looking for kind of a quality kind of coffee shop style coffee, what you want to do is you want to fill your water first to about there, okay, and you put your shot of espresso oil on top, okay. through very light at the moment. I'm going to need 5 minutes to fix that before I leave. At the moment your grind is too coarse. The coffee's coming out too quickly, it's not picking up enough flavour. Hence that very pale coffee there. Really what you want to see is like two mouse's tails come down here, okay, which is a nice slow pour. Too coarse, it comes through quickly. Too fine a grind, and it won't go through, or it comes through slowly and tastes really burnt.
You know the two sets of buttons on either side, they do exactly the same thing. Do the
Absolutely,
two people
yeah.
use it one time?
Absolutely, yeah. So at the moment you have it set up that you've got your single shot over here, and you've got your double shot basket here. You can put a double shot basket into that and have both of them going.
Right.
Generally, most things now we want off double shots. Okay. Just to go back through, we're going to start maybe just at the basics. When it came in, this was down here. Okay. This always has to be the same temperature as this. So these always have to be up in the machine with no coffee in them. Okay. So as a rule, when you make your coffee, empty it out with a quick rinse and send it back up in clean. Okay. Otherwise, the coffee that was in there that you just made is just drying out and it's burning up into this. So the next person is just going. First of all, it's going to go completely dry and it'll cake into it if it's left too long. But it'll also give that burnt taste. So when you go to a coffee shop, you often see people do that first. Okay? That's so that the taste of the previous coffee that's burning up around in there is gone completely from it. So just as good practice would be always up in the machine, okay, and empty. Okay, it's ready for the next person. It just makes for a better coffee.
When you finish making your coffee and you have the residue left there, what would you recommend doing with it?
Residue.
Throw the coffee, the leftover coffee.
What these cakes?
Yes,
Yeah, so any of your keen gardeners can take them away if you
Not
want.
into the sink.
Not at the same, no. It's compost. It's generally your compost bin.
I think, Brian, when you're talking about when you're cleaning it out.
Yes.
Yeah, into the tray here, and then it'll be into the bins and the way it goes.
Yeah, but I was
Or
just saying, if
different
anyone
sets.
did want to take it, anywhere we go, there's always a slow going pass over this. If you want to put them in your garden, okay? There's people who go around to coffee shops collecting these. Yeah, so these are your cakes. This is the type of cake you should always see. All right, dry. Kind of wet. And I had too much the coffee. I got too wet and it's just water. So that's a fully extracted cake. It's dry. Okay, I can break it like that, but I know that I've just got a coffee from it. If I'm banging it out, if I'm emptying it from this and it's just coming out watery slop, you just had a bad. You know you just had a bad coffee. Okay. So I'm just going to change the grind very slightly on that so that we'll have a proper coffee. But when we're steaming milk, okay, always, again, there was milk on this steam on that was caked up into it, okay, burnt into it. We were saying we're going to have a blue cloth here and a red cloth everywhere else. The blue cloth will mean that it's the only cloth that touches the steam on it, okay? When you've made your milk, always give it a quick purge before and after you made your milk, actually. Okay, so that, the first purge gets rid of any water that might be here, because you don't want water in your coffee here, in your milk. And then afterwards as well, because it sucks up a tiny bit of milk into here. If you don't purge it, it will get into the boiler and it will contaminate that. Okay, so that's why you always see that. Okay, this is a pretty powerful steam on it as well. So this size jug probably isn't a bad idea because it gives you more time to control your milk. Small jug, it would be very hard to try and control that. So this is to be left always clean. After you've made your milk, wipe it down so it's 100% clean. You've got three holes at the bottom of this that send out steam, and they'll just become blocked, and you'll be working off one hole, and then eventually none. And that it's an engineer's call for us then to come in, and things like that, fortunately, are chargeable because they're not warranty. So yeah, always keep a cloth here and wipe that down.
And David, just in terms of cleaning as well, you know the way the milk is sort of on the outside of it, and then you're going to go and you're going to put that back into the jug again. Would it not be a good idea just say in boiling water to put the wand into
No, because it will suck up the water.
But would that not be a good idea? And then you purge it rather than bloody milk on the outside of it. You know the way milk is dodge, it can go off very quickly.
So I know, I just don't understand. Really
Let's say now you're not sure whether the wand has been cleaned properly. You know, the wipe of the cloth.
Yeah.
So what you do is before you go to use it, as you rightly say, you press the button, you, as you say, purge it. But then before you actually put the milk into the jug and start off, we put boiling water into the jug, put the wand into that, and then give it a quick dash of that. Does that not?
No, I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried about the kind of the hygiene part of this, if you know
Would you
what I
not?
mean, because again it's steam and the heat would kill off any bacteria that
Okay.
might have been on it.
Yeah.
But what I will say is we see a lot of people and they just leave this in with water all the time waiting for someone. What I like is to start off with a cold jug, okay, first of all, so that it hasn't had boiling water in it. The reason why I like to start off with a cold jug is because when the milk comes in, I can get a true feel of how the milk is heating, okay? Because if I work off a hot jug, I can't feel it properly. So if I'm right-handed, so I generally steam my milk, I hold my jug with my left, and I'm constantly holding here, okay, and I'm tapping it. I've let my little bit of air in, and as soon as I can't keep my hand on that for more than 2 seconds, I know it's hot enough. Come straight off. Put it off to the side, let that settle for a minute while you go to make your coffee, okay? So generally, yeah, to start off with kind of a cold jug, cold milk. That means you can get it done right. When you're steaming your milk, straight in, down to the bottom, okay, so you're filling to about here, okay? Straight in, down to there, all the way on with your milk, okay? You've got, as I said, you've got the 3 holes. You just let a tiny bit of air in, so just let one of them skimming on the top, so you'll hear it, tss, and then straight back in. What you're looking for then is a whirlpool motion. You're looking for just to find this position where it's just sending the milk around in a circle, and that's texturing in the milk, okay? Too much air, if you hear a lot of hissing, and you're just going to end up with just the milk coming up, bubbling to about here. Okay, so you're just looking for a little bit of air, and then just the texture of the milk after that, okay? Everyone, how is everyone with coffee? I'm just kind of treating it like you've never made it before, but how does everyone feel with the machine? You had a machine like this before, had you?
Yeah, we had that.
I can make coffee alright, it's just the milk that I find hard.
The milk is just practice. You know, it really is just practice. But yeah, the secret is always filling it to about here, that little bit of air, and then just holding it. I'll do it with some fresh milk there now.
There's fresh milk here. Try that, yeah, that might be.
That's just this. No, this one's here.
That one's just
Yeah,
open
this
as
one's
well.
beautiful, thank you.
So if you wanted a flat white type coffee, it would just be in a smaller cup and rushing.
Yeah, no, exactly. So I generally, we're training cafes.
Yeah.
There's cappuccino milk, there's flat white milk, and there's latte milk. Okay, they're all just subtle differences between each one.
Right. Just
So
milk,
what I would
yeah.
say is the only difference is the milk. Everything works
Yeah.
off a double shot of coffee.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I would say is, from a cafe, if someone asks you for a cappuccino, you're giving them flat white milk anyway. Okay. So you're giving them textured milk. So when you see the difference between, I'll make one now. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I just see that because I need to go to a meeting? So would
The
you-
milk?
Yeah, the milk
course,
bit,
yeah.
just to videotape it.
No worries.
Sorry
Okay.
about that.
So cold jug, milk,
Same amount.
just to about there.
Yeah.
Okay. Just underneath the nozzle of this. So purge my one. See there was milk in that. Okay. So straight down, all the way on. Now this, it doesn't matter how far you turn this. This machine is designed that it doesn't get more powerful as you turn it. It's just, you're actually just opening the valve and closing the valve, okay? So it's the same pressure all the time. So straight on. Now you'll let a bit of air in. And get that whirlpool motion. Okay. Holding with my left, constantly holding it. I know that's hot enough because I can't. That's quite bubbly. If I leave that off to the side, okay, tamping it down, it's got rid of all the bubbles, as you can see. And we'll get rid of them more before we texture it. That goes off to the side. I wipe down my wand, put the wet part of the cloth.
I got that bit, so I'll just.